I have a question, Tiffany. When you say like, I've heard of one thing or two about meditation, and I've
Yes.
heard that when you try and meditate, but you have to clear your mind, so you have absolutely no thoughts.
Okay.
And I've heard other people say that to meditate is has nothing to do with like eliminating, like clearing your head. It has
Right.
to do with just trying to calm yourself down.
Hmm.
Um, so what exactly? I mean, what is your take on it? How do you see meditation? Do you see it as trying to clear your head, as to have no thoughts at all, to try to get in that state where there's nothing in your mind, or what is it exactly? How do you see it?
I completely disagree with the whole you need to clear your mind. I'm like that I mean I tried that and I've tried it for years and I mean I can do it to some degree, but I'm like the more I got into meditation, the more I'm like, but that's not the point because when you go in, you go into meditation with an intent because you need to figure something out. For instance, right? When you get the answer to that thing, it's going to come probably in meditation because you're quiet enough to be able to receive that message. If you're pushing it out of your head, how do you get the answer that you're searching for or that you're wanting? To me, meditation is not clearing your mind of anything and not letting anything in. It's calming yourself enough to where that you can connect with your higher self, connect with God's source, connect with the universe, and be able to receive the answers that it is you're looking for. And so you're not necessarily clearing your mind. And there are times where you're looking for an answer because when you go into the meditation, you're going into the meditation with that question, whatever that question is, so that you're putting it out into the universe and you can focus on that particular question. So it's not, I need to quiet my mind. I need to make my, I mean, because people like you need to quiet your mind and make yourself an empty vessel. How can you make yourself an empty vessel when you're a spirit in a body? The
Right.
vessel is already full, right? Like,
Listen, every time I try not to think, I'm thinking about trying not to think.
not thinking, right? I'm sorry, what you call my mic fell, but yeah,
Right?
you're thinking about not thinking. So that's what I'm saying. Don't think about that. Just lay down. The point, or sit up, or whatever makes you happy. The point is to just. I personally lay down because if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I lay down. I still myself. I put in my binaural beats. I still myself, and I relax my body, and that's it. There's sometimes I need to figure something out because I need clarity on something. And so I go into the meditation with an intention. Um, or I'm manifesting something. So I need to visualize. And that's the other thing too. People like visualize, you need to still yourself, you can do it in your meditation. But if I'm supposed to be an empty vessel, how am I supposed to visualize during my meditation? That doesn't make any sense to me. But if you need to visualize, you visualize during your meditations. That you take advantage of that time. You don't want to visualize, you don't have an intention, but you're waiting for an answer. You quiet yourself, you quiet your mind to like minimal activity to be able to receive that answer. And me personally, when answers come to me during my meditations, it's not necessarily I ask the question and this is the answer. A lot of the times it's I ask the question and then I receive I receive a starting point to the answer. And so now I'm playing this thing out in my mind to come to its conclusion. Oh my God, I got the answer. You know what I mean? And so even that's a process. And so it's not clearing your mind, it's not being an empty vessel. It is stilling yourself, it's stilling your mind so that you can receive the messages you need to receive, so that you can be in closer contact with source, with yourself, with your higher self. And you
Right.
can go in with the intention so that you can visualize, so that you can manifest, so that you can feel peace, so you can be at peace with yourself, so you can be calm. That's what meditation is, to me at least. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that because we've been taught that you need to be an empty vessel.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot ever be an empty vessel. Your spirit houses your body. Your vessel, which is your body, is already full, which is your spirit. So being an empty vessel is impossible.
Right, right. Have you ever
Like
had
it's okay to have those thoughts.
Okay.